All right, hello everyone. The engineer paragon just came out, I think maybe a couple hours ago, and I've just been farming for this guy. So I played a few maps on chimps, and then I went on deflation just to get the remainder of the XP I needed. There we go. We've unlocked the master builder. And fun fact, the top path engineer was called Sentry Paragon, but obviously they changed it to Sentry Champions to avoid any confusion. Now we're going to do is just going to exit out of this deflation mode because we've already beaten it. And let's make a custom challenge over here. Oh, let's see. Oh yeah, by the way, if you haven't tried my challenge, maybe you should. My challenges. This impossible challenge is a pretty hard challenge where you try to beat a mob as fast as possible. Seems to be outdated though. Anyways, we're going to make a new challenge called Sentry Paragon Test. Let's set this to hard mode. Let's set this to... it doesn't matter. We'll just set it to hard. We're just going to give ourselves infinite starting cash. I don't know. Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can only give yourself 1,000,000 cash. I want more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we can give ourselves 10,000,000 cash. Sure, and then we'll probably start from round 150 because I don't really, because I'm pretty sure the Sentry Paragon can beat quite a few rounds. Balloon speed, we'll just set this all back to normal. Double cash disabled, sure, whatever. And then we'll start a new game. There we go. Now we can test our Sentry Paragon. Oh no. Let's not make it end at around 150. We want to see how high we can go. So let's just put whatever, 1,000 as our highest round. Okay, it's 150 up to 214. If we somehow beat all these rounds, we'll just fast forward to 214. I mean, we'll just start from 214 later. So let's get Geraldo all the way up to level 20 so we can get his thing, the Paragon Totem. All right, here's my setup. I'm just going to set up a Dark Paragon for now, just so I can install enough rounds to farm these Paragon Power Totems, and then I'll get the Sentry Paragon. And I'll just put some Sentries, I'll just put some Engineer Monkeys in the front just to farm up some pops. Actually, I should probably keep one of them near the back. Yeah, I should probably keep one of them near the middle, just so that the Paragon, I don't have to create the Paragon right at the beginning of the map, right? So let's just get the Ultra Boost over here instead. Let's go ahead and make our Apex Plasma Master. He's going to be around 41. He'll probably be able to take out the next few rounds pretty easily. But actually, the amount of cash I get in the challenge editor is probably not enough. I'm going to go ahead and set up some farms. Okay, I messed up because I accidentally banned farms. And we're going to restart instead from round 120 because I'm not 100% confident that this Dark Paragon can actually hold up for that long. Oh, it's level 39, which is right before the power spike, which is a little unfortunate, but we'll just have to do. I'm going to start farming here. Okay, I just built a bunch of farms, and I searched it up. You need, I think, 16 million pops on your sacrifice towers, as well as you also need 45 Paragon Totems, which will take quite a while, I believe. We're just gonna need to keep spamming these Paragon Totems. And we're gonna Ultra Boost these guys just to make sure they're as strong as possible. Let's get a perma-brew for these guys as well. And let's just start spamming these engineers everywhere so we can accumulate pops. And I think cash generation will also help this as well. Probably getting a balloon trap is the most efficient for this. So I could probably just spam a bunch of balloon traps near the entrance and get a bunch of pops, or maybe these Sentry Experts as well. Okay, we're at 12 paragon totems. We're now 13. We're gonna need 45 of these, and it's gonna take quite a while. So if I don't end up, if I don't think I'll end up surviving, I'll just leave it as it is and create the centric paragon. We already have, I believe, millions of pops on this XXL trap guy, so we're already good for pops. I built a ninja paragon as well as a temple, just for a little bit of help. There we go, that's 20. I moved the perma brew up to the vengeful temple, and I'm just perma boosting this thing forever. So hopefully I'll be able to live up to the point where I can sell everything for the engineer paragon. And there's my 30th paragon totem. I'm not really sure if I can survive for another 15 rounds. We are currently at 40 totems. We just need to survive up to round 181, and I think it's possible because I don't think a balloon has gone past the halfway point, which is nice. But it is lagging my game a little bit. And we are on our final round. We have 44 paragon totems. We just need to wait one more from Geraldo. Then we'll just spam all the engineers we possibly can and see how far this level 100 engineer paragon can go. Okay, I'm going to turn off auto start. I'm going to ultra boost this temple. By the way, did you know that ultra boost can only stack up to 10 times? It's probably a well-known fact, but I never use ultra boost, so I would never know. Anyways, here is our 45th paragon totem. I put them in batches of 10 just so that I have them all organized. Now we're just going to sell everything. Whoops, I just double counted, and apparently the paragons I have on the top are only 9, so I actually have 45 to 44 totems, and I need to wait for one more. That's my bad. But we can still start selling all of our farms and stuff. As you see, I've double counted all the paragons. We have 45 of them. We have, so basically what we need obviously the 45 paragon totems. We need 16.2 million pops, which we have, and we need 100 engineers, tier 4 or below, and we need to sacrifice $250,000 worth of engineers. I'm pretty sure this does not include the first 3 engineers that we placed down, the first 3 tier 5 engineers that are being used for the paragon. I'll just spam these all over the place, and I'll be back when I'm ready to upgrade the paragon. Alright, I think this is enough. It's probably even a little overkill. Let's do this in 3... Oh, not that one. This one. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Let's hope it's level 100. And it is. Nice. We have a level 100 engineer paragon, and we want to see how it does alone. We won't even have Geraldo on the map because we just want only this tower, only the engineer paragon, and see how this does. But I had a bunch of vengeful temples on the previous rounds, and it also kind of struggled a little bit. But it seems like this level 100 engineer paragon is doing pretty well. It's stunning the ZOMGs and all the mob class balloons because, well, engineers have this. Oh, I'm supposed to be able to. Oh, I'm supposed to use the active ability to create these sentries. I see. Ooh, is it not going to be able to take out the bad? Oh, it might not be able to. Huh. Wow. Alright, we are going to give this another shot. I decided to start from an earlier round just to make sure we don't instantly lose because round 180 was too high of a round for that engineer. We just have to wait for the last few totems. I think I'm at 36 right now. And we also have to wait for that engineer to finish, and I'll be right back. Alright, I'm not sure if I quite have enough pops, but I have 11.7 million here. I have a 3.4 million. That adds up to 15.1 million. But you also quadruple the amount of money you get as pops. That's maybe 600k. We're at maybe 15.6, and then I'm sure these engineers around here add up to about 1 million. So I can be somewhat confident that this gets me to level 100, but we'll see. Yes, it does. Okay, that's good. Now we can finally test this thing out. So everything, even all the turrets and stuff, because we want zero influence besides the paragon itself. Get rid of all this, get rid of Geraldo. And let's see how this thing does. So we can make an ability. We have an ability that makes a sentry, which is new because usually the engineer ability is overclock, but this guy doesn't have an overclock ability. And the reason why I think the paragon is stunning these UMG is because one of the engineer upgrades is pins. So I guess Ninja Kiwi kind of wanted to keep that inside of the paragon, but instead of pinning just balloons, it pins Moabs. So this is pretty overpowered. Obviously, it doesn't pin any bads, but we'll try one of these turrets. So it's a turret that makes a turret. This is basically a Dartling gun. How many pops is this getting? It's maybe 20% of the pops of the entire engineer. Oh, it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. This is really strong. We can make a fire. Ooh, we can make a fire sentry paragon. So this is really fun actually. I like how you can actually choose where to put the sentries. Okay, yeah, let's see how far we can get. What is this? This is the blue sentry paragon, the green sentry paragon, and the red sentry paragon. Interesting. And they make modified sentry paragons, which, wow, do a ton of damage. These things do a ton of damage. Wow. What's this one? That's the green one again? Does it get rid of the old one? Yeah, it does. Okay. I wonder if these things ever expire. The thing about paragons is I think a Vengeful Temple is better than most of the paragons because you can buff it. You can give it a perma-brew buff and also give it 10 times the overclock buffs plus villager buffs. That's why I think I think the Vengeful Temple is stronger than any single paragon. But wow, this thing is really, really strong. I kind of want to see what this fire one does on its own. Is it kind of like yeah, it is. It kind of reminds me of the fire wizard, but not really because it's sort of like plasma. Yeah, it's kind of 4 beams of plasma. This is a Dartling gun, basically. This blue one. Let's take a closer look at this blue one. Let's put it up here so we can see it better. Huh. It's maybe like a mad Dartling gun. And yeah, the paragon basically stuns all non-bad balloons because of the pin ability. Interesting. What else have they incorporated in this? And yeah, these things don't expire. These sentries don't expire unless you decide to reuse them. So we have the green, blue, and red. I think I could actually get past round 180 if I could probably get past round 180 if I actually was able to get my charts down. So that's why I lost last time. But I'm curious to see how far this is able to get. What else can we notice from the engineer itself? Just basically shoots 4 projectiles. There's no cleansing foam here, but I assume that's built into the projectile. It probably gets rid of camels from DDTs, I would imagine, but maybe not. And the question is, where is the balloon trap? Isn't that one of the signatures of the engineer paragon? Is the balloon trap? It's kind of disappointing how the paragon doesn't have its own balloon traps. But yeah, we're kind of melting through these levels. Of course, it's a level 100 paragon, so who's surprised, right? I think these If I sell this, it probably does damage if I sell it. Huh. Oh, did I sell the green one? I might have sold the green. Yeah, I sold the green one on accident. That doesn't matter. See, it does. Yeah, it does damage when you sell it. It's kind of funny. If I want to go back to the green, I have to use the 2 sentries before it rotates back to green. Let's put this. We can put this anywhere in the map. Might as well just put it here and aim it down. Wow, this thing is cool, but critiques is obviously no balloon trap, no cleansing foam, no overclock. Pretty bad. I think it's a little bit of an oversight to not have the balloon trap plus overclock. And I don't see why the Sentry Paragon can't have 2 abilities. I mean, it's a Paragon. It's supposed to be one of the strongest things in the game. So why not just have 2 abilities? It's not like it's not done before because the Heli Pilot has 2 abilities. Anyways, I'll just let this run for a little bit and I'll come back in maybe 10-20 rounds. And by the way, I'm pretty sure each one of the turrets that the Paragon spawns are the same. Like each one of the turrets that the red Paragon spawns and the blue and the green Paragons, they all spawn the same type of turrets. What I'm going to do is I'll actually just replace them because I want to try to build them as close together in time as possible and see which one ends up with the most pops. Alright, we're on round 169 and the balloons are actually making a way through this loop over here. Let's check out on our mini Paragons. We have 5 million pops here, 6.8 here, and 3 million here. But the reason why the green Paragon might not have as many pops is because we're not using the mini turrets of the green Paragon. I'm just putting it on this straight line here because I don't really want to aim it too much. But the green Paragon does seem to be the weakest. And yeah, so these BADs are getting through. Unfortunately, that's kind of a weakness of the Sentry Paragon because BADs cannot be slowed, so we can't use the pin ability on the BAD. By the way, I think the Sentry Paragon gets rid of Fortified from DDTs. Yeah, you see those DDTs that just came out? Or you see those Moabs? I think the Paragon is getting rid of the Fortified. If you just take a close look at it. Yeah, it is. As you see, you can see it right here. That's where the cleansing foam is being used, kind of. Yeah, we are struggling a little bit. They're almost getting through the loop once again. I don't think it gets rid of the Fortified from ZOMGs. Maybe only Moab, maybe just Moabs and BFBs or something. Oh, these BADs are getting dangerously far. I think it's almost the limit. Yeah, you see, it's almost getting through the second loop. We're reaching a limit here. We are. I'm going to try to micro this green Paragon as best as I can, but I don't know what else I can do. We're at round 180. I think this is around where I died last time. That's because I didn't have my sentries down. It was kind of unfortunate. That's why I decided to restart. I just thought that meant that I couldn't beat round 180, but no, I think it's just because I didn't have the sentries. I forgot to turn on sound so you guys can hear what sounds the Paragon makes. It pretty much just, yeah, I don't think I hear anything in particular. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like anything in particular. Round 185. That is dangerously close. We're in round 90 and it still seems to be holding up pretty fine. I wonder if this thing can get to round 200. These challenges do have a max round limit of 214, so maybe we can get to there and if we make it past there, then I don't know, I guess Engineer Paragon is overpowered. What I'm noticing is that, oh, okay, that was close. What I'm noticing is that most of the work of the damage done to the bats, I think, is done by these 3 sentries, the red, green, and blue sentries. So we have 300 million pops total. 55 million come from red, 36 million come from green, 60 million come from blue. That's maybe just over half of the pops, but remember that I replaced these turrets a few times, so I'd say about 2/3 of the pops come from the turrets. And it seems like the red and blue are about the same, but the green one is by far the worst one. And that might just be because I'm bad at micro, but I mean, come on. I don't think... Yeah, I think it's a bit ridiculous how this has almost 60 million, this only has 37 million. But it's still good, even if it's half a turd, I think it's still good. Oh, we might be running into some issues here. I know. Okay. It just made it to here. This might be where I stop pausing because the bats are making it through quite a... Oh... Yeah, I think our time is up soon. Let's look at this. The bat is on its last stretch. Oh, okay, so 195 might be the limit here. Let's do a little bit of micro. Hopefully we can clean these mobs up. Let's see. Try our best for this. So yeah, I think I'm not even 100% sure, but I think the Paragon removes the fortified from just mobs only. And DDTs, of course, because we've seen that before. Nice. Okay, 196 done. Let's see if we can get to round 200. If not, then oh well. Okay, let's try to micro this green. Oh, wow. Time's maybe up soon. It's getting to the very last bend. Oh, let's make sure these DDTs don't leak through. Hopefully the Sentry Paragon can pin the DDTs down in time. Yep, we're good. We're at least good for another round. Oh, that was close. If it weren't for the fact that everything below a bat is permanently stunned, we'd probably be dead already. Ooh. $198. Oh! I think we could beat this round. I think we just leaked one ceramic. Let's try again. We'll give it one more try. If it doesn't work, then it's whatever. And yeah, I don't really want to move the sentries around because I kind of want to see how many pops each sentry has at the end. Alright, let's really focus on trying to get these DDTs down. Oh. Yeah, I think we're just too overwhelmed here. This is what it looks like. And here are the number of pops. Each of these mini sentries get about maybe 100k pops before they explode. But, okay, the red sentry has 72.6 million. Blue sentry has 80 million, which is kind of interesting because I think the blue sentry might be in a better spot because it can hit sooner here, but red sentry can cover a longer bit of the track, so maybe I'd say their positions are about equal. And then the green sentry is 45 million. It's quite a bit lower than the other two, but that's perhaps because I didn't put it close to the beginning of the track, so the green sentry's mini turrets weren't able to hit any of the balloons. And in total we have 380 million pops. It seems like 198 is the limit. I mean, I'll give it one more try, but I don't know what else we're gonna do. We'll try once more again. Okay. Yeah, I think there's just too many. Even if I catch the first few DDTs, there's 4 bats, so I'll have to do that 4 times, and each one's going to be further than the last one. This is going to be pretty impossible. Yeah, this is pretty impossible. Unless I maybe move the sentry over. Oh! Oh! Come on! Maybe? Just maybe if I aim the green one? Just maybe. Let's see. Yeah, no, it's too far along. Too much health. Alright, well, I think that's the end of this episode. I guess see you at the next Paragon.